Saudi Arabia is reportedly axing laws which give men legal control over whether women can leave the country, after a global backlash to the government's Absha app.
Here's a summary of the article.
Saudi Arabia is reportedly ending laws which require women to get permission from a man before leaving the country. It follows a global backlash to reporting by Insider on the government app Absha, which allowed men to enforce the permissions system via their smartphones. The apparent change to the law was reported Thursday morning by The Wall Street Journal. The plan, according to the journal, would end one of the most contentious elements of the Saudi guardianship system. Under the system, every woman needs a named male guardian to give his permission for her to marry, to work, and also to travel. Restrictions on where Saudi women can travel became a global issue after Insider reported in January how the Absha app had brought the much criticized guardianship system into the digital age, and was inhibiting women who try to flee repression in Saudi Arabia. Discussing the change to the law, an anonymous source, described as a Saudi royal family member, told the journal, "There is no question that the leadership, the government and the people want to see this system changed."
This post received a score of 5,101, with an upvote ratio of 97%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
At least they're moving in some direction, as glacial as that might be. 60 years from now they'll be considered progressive by today's standards.
And genocidal for causing a famine next door in Yemen and being the cause for millions of deaths.
Probably would be a bit harder if they didn't have all those nice shiny American weapons.
Yeah, but who then would create the chaos and destruction to allow those oil tankers to just guide out with all that ill-got booty? They aren't allies because they're nice, them's our paid goons.
I'm sure America would find another puppet whose ass they can stick their hand up. If Yemen continues to rebel, we will definitely see America going into Iran. That oil has to get shipped somehow.
America sucks at invasions though, at least the part that comes right after the killings and destroying infrastructure anyway. Iran is a totally different beast from the herders they are used to blowing up though. It's an ancient civilization, an absolute fortress. I wanna say I can't see it happening, but it certainly would fit the narrative of allowing the second coming when they decide to just say fuck it and nuke Israel, so I guess the Christians will support it.
They don't have to take over. They just have to keep the region unstable enough that it isn't able to stop American interests. The goal was never to create a vassal state.
That must be causing uproar among that nation's ultra-conservatives.
They're probing the reaction, I guess. The Wall Street Journal report is quoting an anonymous government official. It stays rather vague and can easily be denied as fake if there's too much outrage against the plan.
Well, that almost makes up for murdering journalists on foreign soil. Or locking up and torturing the activists that brought these improvements about Lujane for driving.
Greater than the apparent change to the law was reported Thursday morning by The Wall Street Journal. It cited a senior government source saying the change had come from the top and will be enacted sometime this year. Sounds a bit like the testing the waters. Checking what the response will be from ultra-conservatives. It's also worth noting that they don't plan to drop male guardianship laws per se, just the travel restriction laws. Still a significant change, but only a small aspect of how Saudi Arabian men can legally oppress their wives and daughters.
Sorry, just can't believe anything they say, quite honestly. This didn't come about because they said, damn, this is some backwards shit. Treating women as possessions. It's just a reaction to the backlash of the Western world. Their thinking towards women hasn't changed. They want arms deals to go through, that's all there is to this.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.